We're back. Invigorated. Do I look more full of life? Well, I should. I'm excited. And you're all going to be like, oh, you're always excited. I'm not, though. This is for real. This is for real excitement. And if you can see me, I'm shaking this pen because that's dramatic effect. I had a huge-ass shoot day last weekend. And it felt nice. Okay, it didn't feel nice. It felt fucking awesome. Why? Because I'm back doing what I love. That's right. I'm back. You know, that creepy little voice. I took the step away months ago. I was like, I'm not doing Instagram anymore. I'm not doing photography anymore. And I knew that's what I needed. It was a knee-jerk decision. I'm not going to lie. I've kind of learned a little bit of adulting from that decision. But I knew that's what I needed. And for the last few months, I've kind of been like, up and down, floaty on what do I want to do? What's important? What inspires me? And this week, shooting, it was wide open. I mean, tell you what. For everyone that was like, oh, Les, you only shoot dark and moody. Surprise, I don't. I can shoot bright and airy. Everyone that's like, oh, you don't know how to use lighting? Guess what? I do. So, there's that. The step away really was good. I don't even know how to all go on it. This is actually like the second time I'm recording this, because the first time I had a huge coughing fit. Grody. No, it's not COVID. But it felt good again. Like, with the camera creating, and the best part is there was such a broad spectrum of people that I got to work with on the weekend. The Pink Penthouse is cool. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. It's like a human dollhouse. Like, yeah, it's that cool. You think it looks cool in pictures? You should see it in real life. It's way cooler. The one thing with this shoot was just the hype. And I mean, I did it. I had a lot to do with it. I encouraged it. But with hype comes stress. And leading up to the shoot, I was so stressed. Because I guess you could call it like my coming out of retirement shoot. And there's a lot of stress to that. You don't want to be like that person who retires and then comes back and they're shit. And then you have all the people that are like, oh yeah, he was a flash in the pan. Oh yeah, he lost his edge. Oh yeah. Because this is one thing. This is the one thing in the creative world I figured out. There's so many motherfuckers that just sit on the fence and want you to fail. I said it. And crazy part, I know some of y'all listen to this. I see you. Views, right? I can see you creeping. But guess what? I didn't fail. If anything, the Penthouse really solidified a lot of things for me. I love what I do. I love creating. I love making cool shit. I like pushing the envelope. I like trying things. I ain't scared to fail. I mean, anyone that's worked with me, my catchphrase is either this is going to be super, super cool, or it's going to be shitty. But guess what? Every shot you don't take is a fail. So, looking back at the images from the weekend, holy shit. Like, I'm not one to pump my tires all the time. Your boy still got skills. And y'all ain't even seen nothing yet. The stuff that's coming that I'm working on, I always say it is going to be awesome. And it's because every time I shoot, every time I pick up my camera, I want it to be better. I want more shock value. I want people to be like, what the hell is going on in that guy's world? I want to thank everybody from this weekend that was like, we're in. It's a humbling experience, especially when you've done like me and taken months of not taking clients. To throw something out there And when you see that son of a bitch booked in like an hour or two with an extensive cancellation list, it hits your heart. I mean, obviously it would. When you have that many people who are like, we just want to do something, man. We just want to make something cool. And you're like, I haven't really made a ton of cool shit in a while. But you got people believing in you. Strangers. There's people I didn't know. There's people I've worked with before. And the people that I've worked with before, when they're looking at stuff and they're like, what the hell, man? Where's this coming from? Like, this is awesome. I like that. I like shooting with somebody and then shooting with them again a little bit down the road, and they're like, every time we shoot together, it's my favorite shoot. I love that. I had a weird one, and I picked up a stutter. Here's another thing. Having someone tell you that they're your fan. This isn't something that I've dealt with very well. I guess it's because I just don't. I'm just me, right? That's it. So it's fucking flattering though. Like, to hear someone be like, I've been a fan of your work for so long. And you're like, wow. I just drink coffee and talk too much about my dogs. But thanks. And then you get thinking, you're like, shit, I'm fans of people. I've got local people that I'm huge fans of. I mean, there's people that I haven't even worked with who I'm like, I want to so bad because I'm a fan of theirs. But then it's like, oh my God, what if I suck? And it just like makes it shitty. Like that's the stuff, you know? It was awesome. One thing I know that I've always thought it, I've always said it. I create to create, and that's fine. That's what I do. That's my passion. That's my outlet. But for me, it's the people that trust me, that, you know, maybe don't get my vision 100%, but they trust me enough to be like, fuck it, let's do it. And trust me to like tell me their tales, tell me their life, tell me their, you know, who they are, what motivates, what they believe. That's a big motivator for me. That's, I think, why I've always been drawn to like street photography. You know, that exchange. What's up? Nothing. You? Nothing. Oh, blah. And then it's like, holy shit, because you change. Every interaction you have with someone changes you. If it doesn't, pay more attention. Listen better. Because everyone can bring something to someone. So it was crazy. The group was very diverse. I loved it. And now that it's like hit the Instagram, the reaction that people have, you know, that they're publicly throwing out there, like, this motherfucker did this and it was good. It was great. You know, it's nice to feel that what I do matters. I do go through that phase. Everyone that like is my venting posts, I love you guys, but I also don't envy you at all. It's no secret I periodically, at least twice a year, have this moral dilemma of what I do doesn't matter. And that's a shit feeling, especially as like a creative. You know, it's a shit feeling as a human. Think of the people that like walk into their cubicle Monday to Thursday for 20 years and they're like, I don't matter. But when you're creative, it's coming from your heart. So when you feel like what you're doing doesn't matter, it makes no difference, I highly recommend people like check themselves. I do it twice a year, at least. But it's important to me. It's important to me that what I do matters, what I make matters, and even if it's not big scale, if it matters to someone that isn't me, then I'm happy. My job's done. Like, I'm never gonna sit and yap about empowerment, all that sort of stuff. My job as a creative is to make creative, cool shit and have happy clients. Because at the end of the day, it's the clients for me that matter more than my personal feelings on shit. Yeah, it's I don't know, it's been cool. It's been a really cool week. It's a stark contrast from a few weeks ago. Wow, that was shitty. To everyone that reached out to me, again, I'm not going to talk about it a ton because I'll fucking bawl. But to everyone that reached out to me on the anniversary of having put Lily down, y'all are the best. Like, no joke. I spent half of that half that day just a miserable pile of blubbering baby. Well, shit happens. I said it. But you guys are the best. I always will thank you, everyone that, sticks around for this journey. Sometimes I think y'all just, sit around and be like, this motherfucker's gonna have a car crash. He is a train wreck waiting to happen. Nope. Ain't happening. I'll teeter. But here's the one thing. From a lot of the conversations I had with a lot of the people in the last week, even, I've struggled a lot as being a lone wolf. I do my own thing. I don't subscribe to community over competition. Great in theory, doesn't work in real life. And sometimes it gets lonely. It does. When your peers are spread out, and it would be great sometimes to be like, hey, let's sit around and talk creative stuff. I do. But it's not people around me. Because it's not. And that's something that really got driven home, was my decision on that over the weekend, just having conversations with people about the local photography community and just the shit. It's crap. So I'm happy being a lone wolf. It's worked for me. I mean, somebody somewhere way out there has got my soothing voice playing through their speakers. So I'm cool with that. I have my people, and I'm fiercely loyal to them. Everyone else, I don't care. Sorry. You guys can just get better, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I do know. Fuck, why do I say I don't know? Because I do. I have no use for petty bullshit. Not in my life, not in my real life, not in my home life, not in my personal life, and sure as shit, not in my creative life. So this is the thing about that. Photographers and creators have to get a little more realistic. And they've got to stop. They've got to... If you're shitty, learn. Don't just preach shitty. If you don't know about something, don't open your mouth. Direct that person to someone who does. Because you know what? If you've been a photographer for 6 months, you have no fucking grounds to talk about the industry standards for models. You shouldn't be giving people advice. You should be shutting up and listening. So that's that. Learn, because we all got to do it. And yeah, I don't know. I was kind of getting infuriated a little bit on the weekend hearing the petty bullshit, because I do like detaching from it. But the other thing I figured out, that shit fires me up. So to hear that there's photographers near and afar, not that far, because, I'm just a dude that drinks coffee and talks about his dogs too much. But to hear that there's people that just sit there and want to watch me fail, y'all gotta look at your moral compass. Because guess what? It ain't happening. I took 6 months off, and here I am. Back. Bigger and better than ever. New and improved. The one thing that motivates me is haters. They're exhausting, but it motivates me. I realize that. And I realized that in my time off when I got to, like, analyze my life. I like it. I like seeing the people that don't follow me. Oh, God, no. Don't give me that follow. Don't give me that follow. Hell no. Don't like my pictures. Like my pictures when someone else posts it. But you watch every damn story I post within 5 minutes. I see you. Hi. Toodles. I see you there. You little cuties. So, keep doing it. You know? Y'all see what happened. I took some time, came back. Now, this fire's raging. Wow. That was a funny laugh. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad for people to take time. Take time away from what you love. If that's, like, not your family. You know, don't just, like, up and leave your wife or your significant other or whatever. Don't just do that. But sometimes take a step back. It's great. And you know what? At this time, I could have been like, you know what? I hate photography. I hate creating shit. I hate this. I never want to do it again. But you know what? Then I know that I'm not just half-ass trudging through and I'm not invested in what I do. And yeah, for me, I had to make shit that matters. And for it to matter, I've got to be invested. So, here I am. I don't really know what else I'm going to talk about. I kind of just had a little bit of a rant day. There's new stuff on the Troublemakers clothes came out. It's obnoxious. I love it. I love it. So, get that. It's going to be up for a while. Some of the designs that are up there are stock is pretty dwindling. So, tell your friends. Buy some. This weekend I'm shooting live music again. Because I fucking love live music. Like, oh my God, I love live music. So, shooting some live music. It's going to be great. It's for a great cause. Because I like great causes. And, yeah, that's it, really. So, as always, keep being awesome. Reach out to your friends. Check in on them. And stay tuned. I might not do long ones, but I'm going to try my best to do more of these. And if I don't, I got busy. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks, y'all.